My burps still smell like Monster.
Nice.
It's a good taste.
Yeah.
It's the gift that keeps on giving, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes,
We're
welcome
back.
back.
We're freaking back
Jesus.
yet again with another banger. Ladies and gentlemen, things have been going down. They've been going down.
Yes.
Donald Trump was officially inaugurated the day that we posted the day that we filmed the last episode.
Yeah.
And shit, it's been happening. It's been happening. Some of it's been very scary and worrying. We'll get into that for sure. But I don't know about you guys, but I definitely need a little break from all these horrible news headlines.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about some fun stuff too, and some general life stuff.
Yeah.
Ways we've been coping with this as leftists. We've been crying in the shower, and
Have you been crying in the shower?
Both of us have been doing that the whole time.
Yeah.
Both of us, especially Ryder.
Yeah, especially
I
me.
don't really do that though. I'm not. I'm
Did
not a
you
gay
cry?
libtard. But yeah, I don't know. It's been a very frustrating couple weeks to be honest.
Yeah.
Or no, not even a couple weeks. Holy shit, it's been like a week. Dude, it's been literally less than a week while we're filming this. Donald Trump got inaugurated 6 days ago as we're recording this.
Yeah.
And holy shit, it feels like his 4 years done yet? Like, is it already done? Did we go through all of it? That was
No.
terrible. I'm ready for it to be over.
Not
God.
yet.
No, but it has been kind of rough. No, I haven't been crying in the shower very much, but let me pull up my topics real quick.
Have you cried though? Or are you joking?
No, I haven't cried. Have you cried?
No.
Pussy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, honestly, I don't, I'm not opposed to it. I don't think I've cried like in years.
Yeah.
Probably a bad thing, honestly. You cried in a minute?
Nope.
When was the last time you cried? Starting off strong.
Years.
Really?
I think, yeah, years.
Right.
Yeah. Dakota.
No, I honestly don't remember the last time I cried. I
Yeah.
did have a day this week where I just like was fucking pissed off. I was walking around my house. I was just thinking about like, God, these fucking mass deportations, the ICE raids are starting. Like, they're starting to like
Yeah.
make people that I know like okay with mass deportations, and I'm like, oh my God. I was just like pacing around my downstairs floor like fucking pissed off. I was just like, and then I just went upstairs and I just like laid down in this like beanbag thing and just like in silence. I just like sat there for like at least 10 minutes, just sitting there like, it's fucking hot in here. Why is it always so hot in here when we start recording?
It's because it's. Don't turn it down too much, guys. He keeps me cold in this freezing cold courtroom. I
don't know. It's been a tough week, but yeah, like, dude, some crazy shit went down. I also have some like more goofy stuff we definitely got to get into. But I mean,
Dakota, what
What?
do you mean you have something funny?
what do you mean?
It's all about Trump.
It's all about fascism and like
Yeah.
the Trump administration and like Elon's Hitler salute and like we're so cooked. I'm not, but like I care about other people than myself, unlike some people, is what I put on here.
It's like the only thing that is like not political is like
I love getting a new tire.
Yeah.
I didn't even get a new tire. I got my old one
Yeah.
back on. My tire came off the rim.
Yeah. you
That
sent
was
me
a fun
picture.
time,
That
and
was
I'll talk about
crazy.
that. I wanted to talk about how I want to get off of social media.
Oh.
Not
Really?
entirely, but like I've had this urge to. Yeah, and we'll talk about that and the Trump administration. Oh, also this Mississippi law
Yeah.
that makes it illegal to touch yourself. So we'll talk about that. All right. Let's start off with
Yeah. It's on the docket.
I mean, I guess let's just start off with the politics and get this shit over with. Now let's talk about politics though.
Oh man. Yeah.
All right, first of all, Trump, he's in office now. He signed a
Yeah.
shitload of executive orders. One of them making it harder for trans people to live their lives. Another one making
think it makes
declaring
Yeah.
that the southern border is like a national
It's
security
like
risk, or no, declaring national. Is it
no,
emergency
it's
or something?
declaring a national emergency at the southern border.
We're declaring a national emergency at the southern border. Gotta get those
Yeah.
migrants out of here. But for real, that's what he's doing. You see, this is the thing I really wanted to talk about because I've been thinking about this all week. Like, because I mean, what's going on is literally, it's fascism is what it's developing into.
Yeah.
Like, I will pull up the 14 characteristics of fascism. My friend at school was showing me this, and I think I talked to you about this last night.
Yeah, we looked at it last night.
But I want to pull it up for the viewers.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on with the keyboard?
Come on.
The hell? Okay. Characteristics of fascism. Okay. So this is the 14 characteristics of fascism. This is in 2003. This isn't like a thing that was made just now to make fun of Trump. So this is it. Number 1, powerful and continuing nationalism. That means like, you know, all about that country, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, Trump, yes, definitely does that. Definitely does that.
He does that.
Disdain for recognition of human rights. 100%. He hates trans people. He wants to make their lives harder for like no really reason. He doesn't like immigrants. He needs to get them the fuck out of here because they're doing crime. That's definitely something he does. Identification of enemies / scapegoats as unifying cause. No. Maybe he says that maybe he does that about migrants. Literally. I mean, like, dude, this is textbook fascism that he's doing. Like, I didn't really know this until my friend told me about this, but basically, yeah, identification of enemies / scapegoats as unifying cause. Literally, his whole thing is we need to get these migrants out of here. They're ruining our country. That's the unifying cause. Those are the scapegoats. All right. Supremacy of the military. Yeah. I mean, he's using the military. Is it the National Guard?
Yeah, National Guard.
To like get migrants out of here.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Let's see here. Rampant sexism. The fascist governments of fascist nations tend to be almost exclusively male dominated. Does he have a single female in his cabinet?
I think he has like one.
DEI hire. Traditional gender roles are made more rigid. Abortion is high, as is homophobia and anti-gay legislation. All of those are 100% exactly to a T. Controlled mass media. Sometimes the media is directly controlled by the government, but in other cases, the media is indirectly controlled by the government. Well, I mean, he's got Jeff Bezos in his back pocket, who owns what is it, the Washington Post or something like that. He owns some news source. He's got Mark Zuckerberg in his back pocket, who is literally changing the entire platform, which has like billions of active users, to just like all be right wing. He's got Elon Musk, which is literally owns one of the biggest platforms, also, who has also made the entire platform incredibly right wing. So he definitely controls the media. Obsession with national security. 100%. Immigrants, he literally thinks that they're a national security risk. He just declared that. Religion and government are intertwined. Yes. Abortion rules that he thinks is right, even though he's flip-flopped on that a million times, and he's clearly not a Christian. I mean, dude, he paid a porn star for sex. He's not a Christian. He's not a Christian. But you can think if he is, it's whatever. He's going to restore Christian values in schools. That's on his agenda. All those things. Religion and government are intertwined. 100%. We're only on 8. Every single one so far. Corporate power is protected. Yes. Think about who was at the inauguration. $1 trillion net worth across like 7 people at the inauguration.
No, it was only 4 people.
Yeah, with Jeff Bezos, the guy who owns Google.
Yeah, Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, yeah.
And Apple.
And Elon Musk. I mean, that is 100%. Corporate power is protected. Yeah. Labor power is suppressed. I mean, because the organizing power of labor is the only real threat to a fascist government, labor unions are either eliminated entirely or are severely suppressed.
I mean, they're kind of already like weakened.
I would think,
but I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I think that one also applies. I'm not as confident on that one, but I would say it applies. Disdain for intellectuals in the arts. Fascist nations tend to promote and tolerate open hostility to higher education, academia. It is not uncommon for professors and other academics to be censored or even arrested. Free expression in the arts openly attacked, and governments often refuse to fund the arts. I would say so. I mean, he wants to ban books. He wants to restore Christian values in schools. These things are, I would say, against this. Obsession with crime and punishment. For sure. Yeah. Definitely. Rampant cronyism and corruption.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fraudulent elections. Sometimes elections in fascist nations are a complete sham. Other times, the elections are manipulated by smear campaigns against or even assassination of opposition candidates, use of legislation to control voting numbers or political districts' boundaries, and manipulation of the media. fascist nations also typically use their judiciaries to manipulate or control elections. He attempted to overthrow the fucking government, allegedly, in 2021 by sicking his people and calling the election a fraudulent election, which it wasn't. But, so yeah. Out of the 14, I'm extremely confident on 13.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure on the other one. So it's fascism. It's textbook fascism.
Yeah.
But the reason I bring that up is that it's just so scary and crazy. But at the same time, it is some of the goofiest shit I've ever seen. It's like, was it like this?
I don't think so.
What? Was it like this when Adolf Hitler and the Nazis were on the uprise? Was it so goofy? Were they playing YMCA with a shirtless guy on stage?
See, Hitler actually tried to overthrow the German government and early. Oh gosh, it's like I feel so quiet, but it's early.
Yeah, when you get close, it makes you really loud.
Early like 1920s to late 20s to early 30s. They did like a kind of coup attempt, and then Hitler got arrested for like. And then he only had to serve like 2 years of his sentence, and then after that he did it. He actually like won elections, and then he convinced it's weird how it worked. To convince like the German president to make him the chancellor, and then he slashed all the opposition parties.
But I just want to know, like, because when we look back at Hitler, we think about him and we're like, he killed, his administration and everything that he did ended up killing like 6 million people, innocent people, brutally. Terrible, horrible event in history. We all look back at it and like, that was terrifying and scary. We need to make sure that doesn't happen again. It's happening again. Also, the Nazis started with mass deportations, which is something I learned recently.
Yeah.
That's scary. That's scary as hell.
Yeah.
And so that's the case. But was it so like stupid? You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think it was stupid.
Like, I mean, because I don't know if it's just like we look back at it and we're like, that was so scary in hindsight, or if it's like, if maybe at the time people were like, this guy Hitler, he's just so blatantly racist. This guy's crazy, and then maybe that's how it happened, or maybe it was just scary then, and we're just goofy now. Like,
no, I think it was more serious. It was more serious.
Think so?
Than Trump. What Trump is?
Yeah, I think you're probably right. I mean,
I don't think You can compare them for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was like Hitler wasn't playing some like goofy ass song and dancing with like a
He wasn't going like this?
Yeah, no.
The YMCA song?
No.
He wasn't Yeah, he wasn't launching a crypto coin. Like, I guess this stuff is just like what it looks like to have this. I wonder if Hitler was around today, if it would have been like this. I don't know. Anyways, my point here is I'm just saying stuff is going to get crazy, and I truly believe that. I think everything's got to get really bad, but it's so goofy at the same time. Sometimes it's hard to take seriously, and it's like, I think up until this week when he really went into office, started signing all this shit, I was like, okay, first of all, I saw this coming. Democrats suck at their jobs right now, and so I'm like, not surprised. This is going to be bad, but it's so goofy. It's so goofy. Like, everything is so goofy.
Yeah.
And then it's setting into place, I think. It's like setting in my mind that I'm like, this shit is real. It's happening now. I'm like, fuck, this sucks. And I'm like mad. And it's like starting, the goofiness is wearing off and the scariness is setting in a little bit for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how you feel about all that.
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely scary. And some, like, where he's trying to end birthright citizenship, you got rejected, obviously, because it's like most blatantly unconstitutional.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Just hopefully there's he's gonna try to push it as much as he can.
Sure. He's really pushing it a lot.
And I think there's gonna be certain things he can push for, and certain things that he won't be able to push for because of it's just blatantly unconstitutional, and it's just against everything really. So I don't know. I'm kind of like some bad things are definitely gonna happen, like continuous deportations, and then also like I don't think it's gonna get that bad.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of like in the middle, or like kind of like where it's like scary, but then it's like there's some safeguards hopefully intact and like all this other stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I mean, I think that it's also possible that 2 years from now, when we have more elections for
You'll be able to vote in the midterm election.
I will, yeah, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get like a Democratic majority and be able to impeach Trump. I don't know. We'll see. All I know is stuff's gonna get scary. What I feel like is gonna happen. I think I've said this before on the pod, but I think it's worth saying again. Is just like I feel like things are gonna get so bad in the next 4 years or 2 years or whatever, however long it lasts. That things are going to only be able to go up. That's my hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll see though. But I mean, also it's just so frustrating because I've been talking to a lot of my Republican friends, which shout out, shout out.
Yeah.
And it's
How do you
yeah,
feel talking about this stuff with them?
I feel like it's important,
Yeah.
not only for them but also for me in a way. Like I feel pretty set in stone on how I feel about Trump.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna change, and they probably feel the same way. But I also feel like I don't want to be completely closed-minded to the other side, like because I also can acknowledge that I'm biased. Everyone's biased.
Yeah.
And I lean very left because I watch left-leaning sources. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I watch a lot of left or even far left news sources,
Like
and
Hassan and all that.
like Hassan Piker, or like Atriok's kind of far, like not far left, but he's like left. I watch him. I watch I read like the New York Times. Like I read a lot of left-leaning sources, so I'm definitely like left. But I also recognize that since I'm reading and watching all these left-leaning sources, that I obviously have a bias towards this no matter what. And so I think it's important to get the other's perspective sometimes. But that being said, I didn't change my mind when I talked to these people, and they probably didn't either. But I feel like it's still important. And also, it's so easy to be trapped in your bubble and be like, these fucking stupid, this other side is so stupid and ignorant. And sometimes that's true. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like, you can just get so angry at this imaginary person that sometimes is real, but you can see them and then you just associate that person with like everybody that is that way.
Yeah.
And then you have these friends and they might not be as crazy as that. I mean, they might just not really care about politics very much. And they just, turn on Fox News sometimes. And then they're like, oh, okay, well, Trump, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know, it's worth doing. And it usually humanizes the other side for me. And so I can at least acknowledge like these people they're not sig heiling to Trump, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe Elon is, but there's not. They're not all like my friends that I know that are Trump supporters are not like fascists. They don't love killing immigrants and they want them all out of here because they're dirty and bad. They just, in my opinion, I just think that they don't understand the reality of that situation. But they are like brainwashed by their media. But so am I. But in I think a better way, I don't know. It's so confusing.
Yeah.
So confusing.
I just know that like the other side,
yeah,
the right is talking more about like them in negative light and saying that they're gonna like kill your family, and stuff in the street, and it's not true.
Yeah, it is really frustrating to see all that stuff, and it is like, I don't know. I mean, because like I feel like my friends have good intentions, and I don't think that they're like horrible people by any means.
Yeah,
I just think that we disagree, and that's okay. But it is really scary when like the disagreement has become so normalized to be like, no, but we should deport 20 million people from the country because then we don't have all this murder. It's like, okay, but why is this population of people doing more murder? Is it because they're foreign? Do you know what that like what that inherently means? It means that you're calling this other foreign race murderers because they're foreign. That's the only reason. Like, no, but they're illegal immigrants. Why does that matter? What does that change? Documents. That's all. That's the entire difference of a documented person and an undocumented person is the document. So what is the difference between those two people other than one came over here and overstayed their visa and the other one came through this like 15-year long annoying ass process to become a legal citizen? Or this person was born and their parents were illegal immigrants and they're a legal immigrant, but you don't like that anymore because but they're the parent. It's just so stupid. It's just so crazy.
Yeah.
And it hurts my brain. But it's been very annoying.
Yep.
But goofy at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it's also important though, like one thing that I really respect about Hassan actually is like he's very left, like far left, like socialist left, which is cool. It's fine. But he surrounds himself with a bunch of Republicans. He talks to them and he's like, look, he'll listen to what they say. He'll stay strong in his beliefs, but he'll still be friends with them. And he's not always like picking at their beliefs and being like, you idiot. But he's like, he'll hang out with like Bradley Martin and like, who else?
Some other, I don't know.
Not Jeff Bezos. What the fuck? FaZe Banks. Like he'll hang out with like people who voted for Trump all the time, and he'll just hang out with them, and he'll just talk about whatever with them. Sometimes talk about politics with them, and that's cool. But yeah, I think it's something I admire about what he does is like he's able to stay strong this way, but be friends with people who are on the other side and not completely close himself off. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
that's something I try to strive to do. But I feel like also it feels good to rant about it to someone who actually doesn't agree with you. Does that make sense? I don't know. For me, anyways, when I'm like, I build up all this like frustration about everything that's going on, and then I talk to someone else who doesn't agree with me on those things, and then after the conversation, I'm like, okay, we both see where each other are coming from. I can humanize this other person and the other side a little bit, even though I still don't agree with it at all, and I still think it's very harmful.
Yeah.
But I feel better, and now after yesterday, I was like kind of arguing with two of my friends about Trump. And I just feel a lot better after I did that. It just was very therapeutic for me.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, anyways, what do you think about all of that stuff?
Well, I wouldn't really talk to anyone about it.
That's fair.
I don't know.
I mean, everyone's different.
Yeah.
So if that's not your way, it doesn't have to be. And that's fine.
Yeah, I'm like, when I'm reading articles on, I'm just like, God damn.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, I'm done with that for the day.
There you go. Bro, I don't know. It's been also really frustrating to like scroll on like Instagram.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, well, I go to Instagram because it's funny. And then I open Instagram and it's like, every single post is like, Trump signed executive order to make trans people's lives so much harder for no reason. And I'm like, okay. Scroll. Oh, he tried to end birthright citizenship. Oh, Elon did a salute.
And dude, he literally like signed a birthright citizenship to like something with gender at conception or something like, that.
Yeah.
And then like the United States under Trump only recognizes male and female.
Yeah.
That's it.
Dude, and it's really frustrating because he basically made it so with an executive order where trans people who identify as the opposite sex that they were assigned to at birth, say you're born biological male and you switch to become a female, hide your biases for a second, hear me out. Those people who look like a female, maybe they, identify as a female, those people are now like, they can't have female on their driver's license and shit. They can't have their passport with the name that they identify as. And so, like, I have a friend at school who is trans, and they were telling me about how they've just changed their legal name like a month ago.
Yeah.
They have everything going. They're already like taking the hormone replacement therapy, and they now their passport is on the way. And like, if it might be too late because of this thing. And so if that were to happen and they were to have male on their driver's license instead of female, and their old name instead of their new name, then like every time they go to show their license somewhere, it's like a public outing. They're like, I'm a trans woman. And so then like everyone knows like this is your first name that used to be.
Oh, geez.
You know what I mean? Like, so like that's like a danger for these people.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna make them like stop being here. Like if you don't agree with trans people being around, first of all, just I don't. It's annoying, but just let them live their life. But second of all, it's not going to stop them from being trans. It's just going to make their lives significantly harder. That's all it does. That's literally all that this this executive order does. And so that was really frustrating. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know. Instagram has been like just giving me so much political content, and I just like, I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I just want to see the funny reel.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be a funny reel. It's like, oh, look, it's a dog doing a little dance. And I scroll down.
Like,
and
look, it's Donald Trump shooting a puppy.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
It's just too much. So I'm like trying to not open Instagram as much. And I've been feeling better.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
This morning I went for that run.
Oh, yeah.
And I felt so much better. Dude, that was such a nice distraction, honestly. I need to start doing that more.
Yeah. Maybe you could do it like when you get off school, just like
I think they do like track practice there after school, but
Oh yeah.
I might maybe not right now. I don't know. I might like go there in the morning or something, or like once a weekend or something like that. I don't
Yeah.
know. Or after school. Actually, since I get out of school early, I could go to like I go to like on like a path or something and run away.
Yeah.
Run away.
Yeah.
I could do like there's also like a hiking trails and stuff I could probably do.
Oh yeah.
But anyways, yeah, this morning I went on I did like a 5K actually on the track at my school down the street, and that was nice.
Yeah.
I actually got AirPod Maxes, by the way, which were very expensive and unreasonably priced, but I did buy them, and I enjoy them, and I'm gonna use them.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna put them to the max.
Yeah, I tried them. The modes are cool with like the transparency mode. It's pretty cool. It literally is like hearing aids or something.
Yeah, really. So basically, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there's on the AirPod Maxes, which are like the headphones that Apple makes. There's a button, and you push it, and it goes to noise canceling mode, and everything is completely silent outside. Click it again, and you can hear everything, like almost amplified than what you would if you had them off. It's kind of wild. So I wore those, which are a fucking game changer, because it's like 35 degrees outside when I was running. Dude, okay, so before I went to the track to run, I woke up, and I actually watched a Ryan Trahan video about running a half marathon, and it inspired me. I was like, I'm going to download Strava, and I'm going to go run. Also, follow me on Strava. It's called Dakota Runs. I got Dakota Runs on Strava, and I got Dakota Reads on Goodreads. Go follow me. But, yeah, it was good. My nose started bleeding, though, before I left.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, dang it. And I was just thinking about, like, which area I wanted to go run at. And then eventually it stopped bleeding, and so I went, and I drove to the track, and I started running, and then I ran like 0.75 miles or something like that, and then all of a sudden my nose started bleeding again, and I was like, oh crap. Luckily I had tissues in my pocket, because when it's so cold my nose runs like crazy, so I wanted them there to like dab every now and then, and so I like had to like run back to the car, and like my nose was bleeding, and that was a pain in the ass. I got some on my shirt, which was like coming out in the wash, thankfully. But yeah, that was not fun. Dude, there's just one area on the track where it's like there's like a solid, I think it's like a quarter miles track. Yeah. And so like this side was fine, but the side where you turn and you start heading back towards the entrance was just like the wind was blowing directly in my face, that whole long side of the track. Ooh. So I'm just like, and my nose is bleeding, it's freezing. No, that's what it felt like though. Yeah. That was rough. It was not the easiest thing. It was not easy for me. Yeah. But it was good. It felt so good though. Yeah. After, when I came back and you were like watching Hassan or something, and it was like some Trump speech, I was like, I forgot about him for a minute, and it felt good to forget about him.
That's good.
So I'm gonna try to start doing that more. I feel like it's a nice distraction. Yeah. I'm gonna try not to go on Instagram so much.
I might join you when it gets like warmer.
Yeah, you should.
Maybe.
Dude, the gloves and the AirPod Maxes though were a game changer.
Yeah, I bet.
I could feel my ears and I could feel my hands. That was good. That was nice. What did you do this week?
Well, let's see. So I did, dude. I don't know what it is with like my schedule, because I'm still kind of tuning in my school schedule, but I have it mostly like figured out. Mm-hmm. Like I was like, okay, so Monday was nice, relaxing, slow day. Pretty much
the day that Trump got inaugurated.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
nice, relaxing. Chill.
I kind of actually I forgot about that when it was happening. To be honest,
good, I guess.
And anyways, I was like, Monday was considerably nice, except for Trump, and then Tuesday through Friday was like go, hour. I was just like, fuck. So in like Friday, I was like expecting work to be at 6. I was like, oh cool, I pretty much have until like 5 something till I have to leave to be at work, because it only takes about 20 minutes to get there. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And then it got changed to 5:30. And I was like, crap, that kind of sucks. Oh yeah. So I had to go pick my car up. Oh yeah, actually I was gonna tell you that. Yeah. That reminds me. So I got my car to a shop because there's all these codes. It could be different sort of thing. That's right. And I called the guy. I called him like 3 times, like Wednesday or Thursday. No, it was Thursday, to like see what it was. And I was like, okay, I have to be at work. I had left a voicemail because he didn't respond or to my call. And I was like, yeah, I got to be at work at like 5:30, so just give me a call back or whatever. And then he left me a voicemail. I opened it at work. He's like, so it was the catalytic converter was like it's fine, but it's just like needs to be replaced at some point because.
Is it like a pollution control thing?
Well, no, it's an inefficiency thing, which means like it's not running efficiently. And the guy was like, yeah, so we can get an OEM, which is like factory part from Subaru for like $2,000 something with labor. And I was like, and then he gave me another price for like a aftermarket thing, $1,400, $1,500 with labor and the part. But then I was like, me and my stepdad was like looking at stuff at his work, and I was kind of researching it too. And he sent me this video about this mechanic, and so it's not even that hard. The guy,
really?
I was talking to the guy. He's like, yeah, it's a lot of parts. That's why it's so expensive. And then I look at a video. It's like I can literally put it on jacks.
It's like $5 at Dollar Tree.
Well, the thing is, and also the aftermarket parts, they don't last. They last like a year or two, and then you have to replace it. But the OEM Subaru stuff lasts like more, like a couple years. And really, all you have to do is take the it's like a little electronic thing for the sensor.
Yeah.
You literally unplug that from the bottom and from somewhere in the engine compartment, and then you like get a ratchet and then unscrew like
Our tutorials with Ryder.
Yeah, and then like get it with like it's like 4 bolts you have to take off.
Nice.
So me and Jason are just I'm gonna save up I think it's a lot of money, but I'm gonna save up and
It's cool.
get that.
I think because I have my check engine light's always on in my car.
Yeah.
And it's because of something that's wrong with my catalyst converter. I think it has something to do with, and maybe it's an inefficiency or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, from my understanding, it's like it emits more.
That's probably what it's an inefficiency.
Okay.
I would say.
And then my dad and like the guy that owns the shop that I go to was like, it's not a big deal, just doesn't really matter. My dad's wife also has the same problem with her car, and we're just like, just drive with it. It's just not worth the money to like do all that. But I mean, I do care about the environment, so maybe I should do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let me know how the process is. Maybe if it's easy, maybe we can do it on my car too.
Yeah.
Like a few months.
Yeah. We'll see. We can look into it, and we can see if we can do it.
Yeah.
But so we're gonna do it with my car. I actually bought brake pads too.
That's
I
right.
wanted to do that event. It's not even that bad though.
That's cool.
But I'm gonna do it like soonish.
Cool. Yeah. I also had to get my car in the shop.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned it earlier. So I was going to the gym. I had this one tire that kept like getting low, or it got low one time, and I was like, okay, that's weird. This one's like 10 psi lower than all the rest of them, and all the rest of them were at the right psi. But it was super cold, so I was like, I don't know, maybe it's that. So I filled it up, and then a couple days later, the low pressure light came back on, and I was like, okay, I need to fill this up soon. So I drove it like to the gym a couple times. That was all I did. And then I was like, I was gonna fill it up soon, but I just didn't right now. And also my sensor for the low tire pressure had been like broken a couple months ago, so I was like, maybe that also. So it wasn't like a big deal in my head. But one day I was going to the gym and I was driving down the alleyway, and I got like halfway, and I was like, this thing is driving really weird. Like it was like the engine was fine. It was just like it felt way more bumpy than it usually does.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let me get out real quick. And I looked back and I saw also in the back of the mirror that in the alleyway, like the gravel, on the left side of my car, there was a line the whole way. And on the right side, I didn't see anything.
Did you damage your rim?
No. So I got out and I looked, and the tire was like basically falling off the side of the rim. And so I was like, oh shit, okay, I definitely don't want to drive this car. So I pulled in to someone's part in the alleyway. I turned around, went back and parked my car. And I was like calling my dad, trying to figure it out. I ended up getting AAA, which is very nice. Not sponsored, but they just like come for free, and they're like, yeah, we'll just like fix it up for you. Yeah. Get your keys out of your car. They do like so many things for free.
Oh yeah, they did that one time.
Yeah. And so they came up, they just jacked it up. I had never done it before, and my dad was like at work, so I was like, he said to do that. And honestly, it didn't look like that bad of a process. But basically, they just jacked my car up. They put my spare on. I made a mistake. I didn't put air in my spare tire. And I tried to drive it like 15 minutes to get to the shop. And I didn't realize until I was like almost there when like 3 lights came on, and I was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, and I was like, I didn't put any tire pressure, I didn't put any like air in it.
Wait, how did you not notice it before?
It didn't look flat.
Oh,
and so I was like, I guess it's fine. And I shouldn't have done that. But also, I didn't have the working tire pressure thing because I couldn't figure out how to get it connected. Anyways,
yeah.
So I stopped at this like Kroger gas station and put some air in it. You had to get to like 60, and it was like 25. And I was like, it was like visibly flat. I was like, holy crap! I almost just like ruined another tire of mine.
Oh,
and so I was sitting there in the cold, like trying to keep this on there, and it kept coming off, and it was a pain in the ass. I was like so pissed. I was like, come on, Jesus! I got it to like 45, 50 psi, and I was like, this is gonna have to do. I can't deal with this. So I drove the rest of the way. I got my old tire back on there. Yeah, and it was funny when I had got my car.
Yeah,
he gave me my keys, and he was telling me what they did, and meanwhile I was just distracted because I was like, the hell? And like my key fob where you like push the buttons, the inside part where it has the buttons was just gone. I was like, where did it go? And I was like, I didn't really hear anything he said other than like, don't drive on low tire pressure like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's my bad. And then I was like, this is missing. And so I went into the car and looked for it. I couldn't find it. And I was like, whatever. I guess I'll just use the one on my spare. I should have just looked for it, but I didn't. Yeah. And so I tried turning it on. It didn't start. Apparently it doesn't start without that. So I had to go find it, and it was outside on the floor. But it was fun times.
Yeah, but
honestly, it was only $25. So
wow, that's really good.
They just put the old one back on. They were able to like get it all up and running. Good. But he said I almost ruined the tire. So
oh man,
that's good.
Yeah. But yeah, my week, like especially last week, has just been like it feels like every second of the day from Tuesday to Friday was just like I had to maximize my time because it was just like time was going by really quick or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why that happens, but it's annoying.
It feels like it flew by, but it also feels like it drug by.
Yeah.
It feels like the Trump administration has been in office for at least a year, but it also feels like the week it was just Monday.
Yeah.
That makes any sense.
True, yeah.
But yeah, fun times. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's talk about this law that I heard about.
Oh yeah.
So this guy this YouTuber that I know, Bree1, I don't exactly know how to say his name. He sent me this link to this story, this like article, which I thought was really funny. Basically, in Mississippi, a politician files Contraception Begins at Erection Act. So basically what this is let's see. So it says, as written by Senator Bradford Blackmon, the bill would make it unlawful for a person to just discharge genetic material without intents to fertilize with an embryo. If you guys don't understand what that means, it means you can't what's the word that is PG more so? You can't come
I mean
without the intent of
making a
woman pregnant.
Yeah.
You can't, so you wouldn't be able to you get the point. So basically, that's just crazy. There are also fines involved. The third strike resulting in the loss of $10,000 from the proprietor.
This is a good question about this.
Okay,
how are they gonna know?
That's what I'm saying.
Like, what are they gonna put? Like something? Are they gonna like put a thing in your balls?
They're gonna put a heart rate tracker, and then when they see it spiking up, they're gonna like knock on your door and be like, "Is there a woman in here?"
Yeah.
And they're like, no.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Yeah.
No, I was just working out.
Yeah, I was just doing an intense workout.
Dude, that is crazy though. I mean, okay, so it also says up here somewhere around here about how it's very unlikely that this is going to pass.
Yeah.
But it is just really funny, and I thought it was worth talking about.
Some nut job.
Yeah, how? No, you can't do that. no nut jobs in Mississippi, unless it's with a woman. No, but yeah, I was just like, what the fuck? That's crazy. How are they gonna know? Are they gonna put a little tracker somehow?
Are they gonna put like a newborn's like nutsack? They're just gonna shoot a dart with like a tracker on.
Yeah. They're gonna put a chip in you to track your. Oh my god, that's crazy. So in a statement to WLBP News, BT News, Jesus, Blackmon wrote, all across the country, especially here in Mississippi, the vast majority of bills relating to contraception and or abortion focus on the woman's role when men are 50% of the equation. What?
That's okay.
He's saying, no, we don't want to just take away women's rights. We want to take away men's rights too.
Yeah.
He's like, no, yeah, I don't like rights,
Yeah.
but it's not that I just don't like women's rights. I just don't like any rights.
Yeah.
I just don't want anyone to have freedom. It's not just the women that I want to suppress. This bill highlights the fact and brings man's role into the conversation. People can get up in arms and call it absurd, but I can't say that it bothers me. That's so funny.
That's crazy.
That is so funny. So yeah, it says contraception begins at erection. What the hell does that mean? It also shall be unlawful for a person to discharge genetic material, fertilize an embryo. Upon conviction of a violation of this section, a person shall be fined
up to $10,000.
$1,000 for a first offense, $5,000 for a second offense, and $10,000 for a third or subsequent offense. Can you imagine getting you know?
Okay, so you can get donated or sperm, and it doesn't affect
Donated or sold to a facility purpose of future procedures to fertilize embryo. Okay, so that's allowed apparently. Discharge for the use of contraception or contraceptive method intended to prevent fertilization of an embryo.
Dude, if this passes in Mississippi, you'll see a bunch of people move. I guaranteed.
Dude, that would be so fun.
Dude,
literally, how? I don't understand. How are they gonna? Is it an honor system?
If you're
hey, don't.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Well, how do you do that? It's so confusing.
You just like stalk someone. You just stalk all your like constituents.
They put cameras in everyone's bedroom.
Yeah.
Like they see them like under the covers moving fast, and there's no one else. They're like, hey. They go over the mic. They've got people watching. Hey, to make jobs.
Yeah. Oh,
What do you call it?
It'll like.
What do you do for? I'm jerk detector.
Yeah, I'm a jerk.
I just like stand in people's bedrooms just to make sure.
Yeah, just to make sure.
Mississippi. That's so funny though.
Dude, that's crazy.
Can you imagine? What is this picture?
I don't know.
He's
just some random
up.
like Photoshop. What do you call it?
Stock image.
Yeah, stock image.
It's so funny. I mean, if this passes, it would just be gold. I mean, I don't understand how they would know other than cameras, honor system, or a tracking device.
Yeah, that's literally.
There's no other way to know.
Oh gosh.
It's so funny. But anyways, I thought that was worth talking about because I thought that was really interesting.
Oh yeah, how's your reading going? We've
Been going good,
Yeah.
but getting radicalized.
Yeah.
Been reading about communism. No, I'm just kidding. No. I've been reading about creativity.
Yeah.
Creativity, communism, same thing.
Not communism yet.
Not yet.
Soon.
No, I don't have any communist books.
Yeah, you do.
No, I have socialist books. Different. There's a difference.
Oh yeah.
Communist is like everything's same. Socialism is like we should have free healthcare. No. Actually, I don't know yet. I haven't read about it yet. But yeah, I've got some really interesting books, and I'm super excited about it. I've just mainly been reading. I've just been reading this book, Creativity Inc. It's by the guy who like made Pixar. Super interesting. I'm like almost done with it. I'm like probably 80% done with it.
Nice. Yeah, I'm about 40% done with my book.
Hell yeah.
Maybe like 45 or 50, just including the the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read the introduction thing?
No.
You didn't? I did on mine. Mine, it was worth reading on mine.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily have to.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy actually because I've realized that like I've literally read like pretty much every day of the week for like
That's cool.
a week or two.
Yeah.
That's more than I've really read consistently, like this including school books, probably like my whole life, honestly.
Yeah. Dude, we're supposed to be reading. No, not right now, I guess. Well, kind of.
you never read. You never
Yeah,
read the book, bro.
we're supposed to be reading all these different books. I'm just not.
Yeah.
I just can't push myself to do that. Like,
That's
dude, I'm slacker senior right now. It's crazy.
I
Like,
mean-
I go to school and I'm like, I do my work when I'm there, but then I just get home and I just don't touch my backpack until the next day of school. And then it's the next day of school. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I do all my work at school, and then I come back home, and then I'm like, oh, let me finish this when I get home. I don't. Somehow I got all B's.
That's good.
So that's good. I think they're being a little lenient on seniors. It seems like.
I mean, they want you to get out of there.
Yeah.
They don't want to keep you in there.
Yeah, dude, it was funny actually because so like on Instagram, a lot of people from my school have found me on Instagram because Instagram is really good at knowing people that you know,
which is
especially
weird.
when you follow like a net of people that are in a friend group, and then it starts suggesting all these people. So I followed this guy at my school, and how did they find my channel then? Yeah, they must have found me from because they didn't follow me. I don't know. Anyways, someone at my school was like telling me about how they found my channel, and they're like, how much did you like make from this or that?
Yeah.
And I was like showing it to him on my computer. And then the next class that I was in, that class, well, like 3 people around me had found my channel. Like everyone in that class does my channel. It's kind of weird for me, but it was cool. It was really cool. It was actually so funny because there was like three guys at the same time, or maybe even more than that, like around me, who usually like not that there's anything wrong with talking to these people, but it was just like usually wouldn't be interested in talking to the nerdy kid. And so it was just like a funny interaction where these 3 guys, they were all looking at me and they're like, so like how the hell does like that, how do you make money off that? And they were like asking about the Lunchy video that got like 1 million views, and they're like, that's crazy, like how much money does that make? And I was like pulling it up and showing it to them, and they're like, god dang, it was interesting. And I was it was so funny. I was like nerding out about how the ad revenue system works. I was like, so you get the ad, right? And then that video, I get 55% of that, and that goes to my bank account. And I was just nerding out about that. They were very interested. It was very funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. It was cool. And then this other kid at my school who has a podcast.
Like, wait, is this the same guy?
Yeah. They reached out to me. They're like, can we go on the podcast? I was like, oh, I'm not really having guests on right now, but whatever. But it was just funny.
Yeah, dude, you'd be so cool when we if we have like your YouTuber friends on or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We should like put them up on here.
Yeah.
So then we can like, I don't know, it'd be cool.
Yeah. Yep.
I haven't had a guest on in like a month.
I know, it's been a minute,
something like that, but
it's just kind of hard with the setup we have right now.
Yeah.
To have guests on, unless they're in person, but even still, it's like
we don't even have 3 mics.
We don't have 3 cameras.
3 mics.
Yeah, we do have 3 mics, but we don't have 3 cameras. Yeah. But yeah, we'll have more guests on eventually, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, my book's going good.
Oh yeah.
All that. I'm reading it pretty consistently every day.
It's a nice habit.
Yeah, it is. It's good. It's also good to like tune out. I'll put like some cool, like one of those Christmas jazz.
Tune out with
music.
a World War II book.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It's nice to just calm down, relax with a book about the Holocaust.
It's not a Holocaust book.
It's about World War II though.
Yeah, but it's about like bomber command that bombed a bunch of German cities.
Wait, he wasn't a German?
No, he was British.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But still, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty violent, like, it's around a pretty violent, like, agency in the British War.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely still good to know about
But it's good to, like, just read about something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
And I put some, like, chill, like, those, like, jazz music things.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
From
Chill guy music.
Oh, yeah, chill guy. I mean,
Dun, 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 dun.
but one of those, like,
sounds.
long form video sound things. Like, I put that on my TV and I just, like, don't touch my phone or anything for, like, a couple minutes.
It's nice. A couple minutes.
Well, like, when
I read for 2 minutes and then I scroll for an hour. And then I read for 2 minutes and then I scroll for an hour.
Well, like, you know what I mean.
What I do, I sit in my bean bag thing, or sometimes I'll sit on this couch, and I'll have my phone like away from me, out of reach, but with the ringer on. So if I get a text, I know, but it's like far enough away where I can't just like pick it up like right.
Well, you have your Apple Watch.
Yeah, so I also know when I get a notification, and so I'll have it far away from me where I can't reach it, and then I'll just read one chapter. And then after I'm done with that chapter, put it down, log it in Goodreads, and then I'll scroll. Or
that's what I've been doing here. Saturday night when you go to bed, usually I'll sit on the couch for like like 10 minutes or something, read like 10 pages or whatever I feel like reading, and then go to bed. Yeah, it's nice.
It's nice. I have so many books that I'm so excited to read. Like all these books about.
I think I said
nerdy things.
Yeah. Sorry. I think I set my goal.
Mm-hmm.
I think to 10 books. I think I can make that happen still by this time. It's only like January.
Yeah.
Still, which is kind of crazy.
I put mine for 12. I'm gonna easily smash that. I think.
Yeah, you think so?
I think I can easily smash that because like this book it's not that long, but I'm almost done with that book, and it's not even the end of January yet. I think I have some books that are a lot shorter than that one.
Wait.
So I think
Yeah.
easily I'm gonna do like 50.
Most of my books, I mean, the one I'm reading now is like 400 pages.
That's a long.
So I mean, I think I can get through the way that I'm reading it. I'm almost halfway done. I'm almost at 200 mark. I think I can get it done by like February, maybe before, hopefully.
Cool. Yeah.
Somewhere around there. And then move on to a different book. And then just keep going.
Yeah. That's the audience right now.
Oh gosh. I'm just like, I don't know. I just start yawning when we have a podcast. When we're like
When we
filming.
start talking about books. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah, I need to stop reading
yeah.
Instagram and start reading good old books. I need to just buy all of the progressive books before they get banned in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got some really interesting books, and I'm just super excited to read them. They're all so, like, nerdy. So funny.
Yeah.
I mean, not nerdy, I guess, but they're just, like, it's just funny. I don't know.
I definitely want to borrow that one book you have. It's about the psychology of money or something like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You can borrow that one. It looks good. I've got so many. I have one on the way today, actually,
nice.
which I'm excited to get. And I've got a bunch, like, Noam Chomsky books. And
man, Noam Chomsky.
Like,
dude.
the book about the myth of American idealism.
Yeah.
And, like, all that fun stuff about the terrors of American foreign policy. All these, the funnest things to just calm down. You know what I mean? Just to take the edge off.
Yeah. You're talking about me. And you're like, yeah.
I just got a book about how the capitalist society that we're unable to change is going to inevitably ruin the world.
Yeah.
With climate change.
Yeah.
Just, happy stuff.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, got some good stuff. But I think I feel like if you fast forward 4 years from now, or even just a year from now, I'm going to be so much more educated.
Yeah.
It's like, it's easy to watch people in like news, and they explain things, or you see it on TikTok or Instagram, and they'll give you a rundown of what this situation is. But it's like, you can't really compare the information that you gain from like reading an entire book about something.
Yeah.
Like, you really get a deep understanding of at least what this author is saying about this particular topic.
Yeah.
And I just find it really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I've been getting from with
Been learning how to like bomb Germans.
Yeah, bomb German cities. No.
Actually, a World War II book would be kind of interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot more. Like, it doesn't just talk about his, like, I mean, it does talk about like the bombing of German cities and like a bunch of other stuff, but the chapter I'm on now is talking about like the headquarters of the bomber command and how like the morale was, and it wasn't that high, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was pretty bleak and kind of depressing.
Dang. Yeah. I guess also it would be interesting to get a deep dive into World War II, like from the Nazis' side. Like,
cool.
Literally read about the Holocaust.
What are you gonna do? Get Mein Kampf?
Yeah. No, but I'm just curious, like, because I mean, obviously, I've heard and seen a lot of like parallels to the Trump administration and Nazi Germany. I think it would be really, really interesting, actually, if I read a book about Nazi Germany, and if I was reading through it, and I'm like, oh my God, this is like exactly the same thing. If that is the case, I'd freak out a little bit, but I think it would be worth knowing. But maybe I would look at it and be like, okay, at least he's not doing this.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it would be worth like reading about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we learned about it in school, obviously, but
you don't learn too much about it.
You don't get a deep dive.
No, you don't.
It seems like
I remember
get, like, he's real bad.
Yeah.
Stuff was real bad and it was brutal. And that's all you know.
Kanye West didn't learn about it.
Yeah. Neither did Elon, I guess.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it. He's autistic.
Yeah, he's
Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
Elon Musk
Yeah.
straight up sick hailed on the inauguration
Twice.
stage. Twice. Yeah, he did it twice.
He did it towards the crowd, and I guess he did
He
to
banged his chest, and he flung that arm out. I'm not going to do it.
Dakota. Do it.
No, but it was so annoying also because like conservatives were like posting like videos of like Kamala Harris like waving to the crowd, and then there's like a still frame of it like accidentally where it's like like sort of out like a straight, but it was like it wasn't like they went like that and then just flung it out like that. It was like they're waving like thank you, crowd. And there's like one frame where their hand is straight while they're moving it down or whatever. And it's like people just.
I literally saw like a thing of Tim Waltz like doing this.
Yeah.
And someone's like, Tim did it. What's wrong with that? I'm not even joking you.
No, but Elon was like straight up like, and they turned around and went, and he just straight up did it.
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah, no. But people are defending him, saying like, no, he's autistic and he's crazy. He didn't mean it.
Yeah.
He can't control his arm.
The ADL.
The ADL. Oh no, yeah, but like Free Palestine movement. That's like the most anti-Semitic thing ever. They're literally terrorists, and they're bad and crazy, and they hate Jews. But this guy, the guy who's literally like followed, responded to, agreed with, and unblocked many prominent neo-Nazis on his own platform, and he also straight up did the identical thing to the the thing. Like I didn't know they hit their chest either. I never really had seen that before, but the videos of comparisons to like literally Hitler doing that it's the exact same. Like compared to what everyone else was showing the other side's doing, not the same thing at all.
There's like, I don't know if you saw, but there was like videos of like neo-Nazis sick heiling. Yeah. And it was literally the same thing.
Literally the exact same thing.
The exact same thing.
And it's like
except the only difference was
they said
hail, you know,
the guy.
Hitler and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Dude, in Italy, this wasn't even that long ago. They were literally like Roman saluting multiple times.
My gosh.
The Italians, they're a little iffy.
Yeah. It is insane.
They're a little iffy.
It really is wild. But I mean, I personally think that either one, he did it as like a way to like signal to all of his Nazi fans.
Yeah.
Or two, he just is autistic. No, I'm just kidding. No, I think honestly, I think it's very possible that is also something that happened, but I think it's also that he is allegedly might have been hopped up on something.
I mean, he's been accused of taking ketamine and drugs, I think.
Dude, did you see that video of him like rebooting?
What the fuck?
Did you see this?
No.
Hold on, let me find it. I was dying at this. I'm like, dude, he had to have been on like something. Allegedly. So I sent this to someone the other day. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it? No. Here it is. So yeah, this is it. This is Elon at the inauguration.
What the
you see his eyes?
Dude, what the fuck is he doing?
I know, right? Like, bro just straight up rebooted. Someone said ketamine prescription hitting. Like, look at him. Whoa, bro got a signal from Mars. Dude, so it's like what happened to him there? And then this is the video, obviously. We've all seen it by now.
You know, there are elections that come and go. Some elections are, you know, important, some are not. But this one
dude, okay,
this
pause
one
it.
Really matters.
Yeah.
Dude, Elon's laugh is so fucking evil. Yeah. Oh god.
He's like, I know what I'm about to do. It's gonna be crazy.
He's like, I'm gonna screw you guys.
He's like, this is gonna go so viral. Watch this.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Bro.
Holy
My
shit.
heart goes out to you.
My heart goes out to you.
Wait,
It is
does he turn
thanks
around
to
it?
you
He already did it twice.
that the future of
Dude. First of all, he did it twice, and then he turned around and he was like, my heart goes out to you. That's what I meant with that. It's like, no, you didn't, Elon. Either one, I think he was on something and he like it slipped out, you know? Like regardless of that, even if it wasn't his intention to do a Nazi salute,
he still did
he's still, in my opinion, a Nazi.
Yeah.
He still supports neo-Nazis, and that's evidence enough in and of itself. But this is just like hilarious and crazy because it's like so blatantly like that is a very, very known salute. Who gives their heart out like that?
Yeah.
You go like, I give my heart out to you.
Yeah. No, Hitler did.
You go, you just straight up.
I'm pretty sure if he did that in Germany, he would have gotten like arrested because they have like pretty secure like hate speech laws and like anti-Nazis for, you know, obvious reasons.
What, why? Did they do something with Nazis?
Just don't look at 1930 to 1947, 6, whenever it was.
Germany was on the right side of that war, right? no, but cut that out.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, just crazy, like crazy thing to do. And then everyone's just like, no, 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 no. I don't really care either way. It's still crazy.
Yeah, Elon Musk is still kind of.
But I honestly feel like it's possible he might have been on something.
Yeah, I was going to say the ketamine made it slip out.
Yeah, like he didn't. I don't know if he meant to just dig Heil in front of 100 million people on live TV, but he did it. Maybe because he was on ketamine and he was like, oh, I'm gonna get my heart out to you. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that one. That's the one I do alone all the time. I forgot. I didn't mean to. That one slipped out on.
That's the one I teach my son.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Gosh. All right. Well, I think we did it.
Yeah, we did it. That was a good pod.
It was
Good in-depth conversation. I think you know what we should do, because
no, I don't know.
well, I know. Okay,
Mhm.
I know. My heart goes out to you.
Yeah, let's end with that.
Shit.
Let's end with a Sig Heil.
Yeah.
Let's end with a Roman salute.
Yeah, that was a good podcast. So, I don't know what's going on.
What did you say we should do?
I don't know yet.
Oh, okay. He said you knew.
Yeah, I knew.
All right. Well.
Oh, help me.
Yeah. All right.
What?
Never mind. Cut it out. Cut it out.
Yeah, cut that shit
out.
Yeah.
But don't cut out the part where we say cut that out and leave that in so that everyone's confused on what we said.
Yeah.
So it just looked like we said something very bad.
Yeah.
So you don't know what we said.
All right, guys. That's
See you later.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.